Shalom, brothers and sisters. So there was an interesting comment on the channel, again, where someone was just being ugly about what they think they understood, and they had bad knowledge. You get that. And they were standing on said bad knowledge without doing their own homework and going out and checking, which you should do as good Bereans. And they were attacking the fact that I referred to Yahweh, and they're saying Yahweh is not correct. There was a beautiful response from one of our subscribers, handled in such a loving, godly way. And again, this person just lashed out at them as well. So I'm going to share that in the next two clips, and you're going to see, and we'll touch on the difference between the name Yahweh, Adonai, and Jehovah, and how they all come together. But what I want to assure you about is God knows what names we use for Him that are attributed to Him. Now, I'm going to give you a silly worldly example again, and I've used this example before when I've done a teaching on the name Yeshua and Jesus and how we got there, and that it's all good, because you have large camps that say you can't say Jesus, it's this and it's pagan, and you got to say Yeshua, and then they get all mixed up and fighting with each other, which is so pointless. My name is Sholto. I've never met myself. I've never met anyone else with the name. I know where my dad got the name. I understand the history about it, and it's Welsh and all of it, and it's really nice, and it ties in with things that I love and understand. And in the meaning of the name is the meaning sower, one who sows seeds. And here I am, a preacher of God, sowing seeds. So it's beautiful. But pretty much everyone I meet can't pronounce my name correctly. Again, my name, Sholto. Seems easy, right? I've been called so many different things that I don't even correct people anymore. Shelter, Shelton, Sholton, Skolto, you name it. And then sometimes, like in Afrikaans here in South Africa, when I lived in Namaqualand, they used to call me Shelter. And then they translated shelter directly into Afrikaans. So a shelter in Afrikaans would be an afdak, like a roof. And they'd call me Roof, because that made more sense to them. So, I mean, crazy things. But I knew who they were referring to, because it was me. It's still me they're talking to. So you get to a point where you understand this is me. You call me Shelton or Shelter. I know you're speaking to me. You're addressing me. God knows that you're talking to Him. So He's not going to block out your prayers and stop listening to you because you're praying to Jesus instead of to Yeshua, or that you're praying to Yeshua instead of Jesus, or that you're praying to Jehovah instead of Yahweh, or you're using those names interchangeably. Which one is He listening to? He is God, right? He understands. He loves you. You are His children. We're a quirky, crazy bunch. So don't get caught up in those things where people are trying to drive division and twist things to make it more difficult. Just approach Him and draw closer to Him all the time. But here's the two clips with the information so that you have a deeper understanding about how we got to this point.